iAXIS Radio, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
IAXIS Radio, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Just to remind you, each and every Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, tune in to the X-Tremitiez ENT talk show on IAXIS Radio. That's right, we on the free radio app as well as the 365 Live. That's right, Roku, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Apple TV, Roku TV, Fire Stick. That's right, tune in worldwide. DAVON, Franklin, Jose Rivera. Keep it tuned.
Good evening, everyone. This is Senator Natalia Fernandez, and you are listening to X-Tremitiez ENT Talk Show, and we're on IAXISRadio.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's the X-Tremitiez ENT Talk Show on IAXIS Radio. Your host, Jose Rivera, here coming to you live remotely and going to go straight into the current events and give you the updates that's going on right quick. I'm going remote, as you can see, in studio with Tyler and DAVON, Big Al, in-house, along with the guests. I'm going to keep this short and brief so that DAVON and Tyler could get right into the interviews. This weekend was the National Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade, which was such a success. We had the gala on Thursday, where I gave a lot of people their flowers, such as the Grand Marshal, the Assemblywoman, State Senator Natalia Fernandez, who you heard on the intro of this show. And also the Barrio Bronx, which won the Business of the Year award. We also acknowledge my friend Pilar Mashi, who is the New York City Parks Department Commissioner. And, we've touched on a lot of things with community work. And shout out to Vanessa Gibson, the Bronx Borough President. Shout out to my former professor, District Attorney Darcia Clark. We celebrated together at the Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade actually happened on Saturday. Shout out to Audie Rodriguez, who actually inspired me to be an MC on stage and, want to do all the festivals and things that I'm doing today. So, just get right into it. As everyone knows, President Trump is doing his runarounds, making his rounds. He ended up in the Bronx on Castle Hill last week. He went to my boy Rob's shop where they actually interviewed him, and he was saying make barbering great again, and he was speaking about what his plans are if and when he gets into office. On the other side, you had Kamala Harris doing her tours as well, speaking about how Trump's plans are only going to make things worse, just like the taxes. I mean, I personally experienced that. I went from paying, $2,100 in mortgage to paying $2,600 when Trump was in office. People are complaining that the Democrats don't do anything, but Joe Biden has been helping people out with student loans and all that. When Trump was in office, applied 30 times, got denied all 30 times. And I ended up paying $500 more in mortgage. So I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, you make your selection and you let it be known who you want to pick. You have Republicans voting for Democrats. You have Democrats saying they're going to vote for Republicans. It's a shit for all, if you ask me. Everybody just needs to get their stuff in place. The Yankees are going to the World Series. I told you about the Mets. They're doing the same as the Jets. Hopefully the Nets won't end up on that category, so it won't be the triple Ets, right? The Yankees are going against the Los Angeles Dodgers. One of the Dodgers has just as enough payment as the rest of the team. Ohtani's getting paid $770 million contract, whereas the New York Yankees are worth about $920 million as a team. So one person who his name is not Godzilla is coming from, from Asia, and he's making great noise. When they played the Mets, he put a triple deck home run and solidified the movement of the Dodgers moving forward. As you know, it's been for the past 2 weeks, 23 days. It's been in New York City. Won't speak about outside of New York City, but in New York City, it's been 23 days without any rain. And they're saying that all the brush fires are happening in places like Connecticut and Jersey because they have not had any pockets of water, as well as Orange County has had water. It's rained up there, and I tell people, when you get on the Palisades, you hit a certain point of Rockland where, if it's snowing up there, once you hit Rockland, it's not one drop of snow. It looks like the Twilight Zone. So, there's a lot of things going on up there in Orange County. Rain, possible snow. It's going to be there within the next 2.5 weeks because that's just the temperature and the way it happens up there. We have Eric Adams, who has a whole entire cabinet that has left him. He has a new cabinet, and he looks like he's in good spirits, and I applaud him for standing strong on 10 toes down. He's moving along and saying that the new administration is adjusting well. And, my man Yahani is out in Brooklyn. He's ready to step in when needed. But it's ultimately until Governor Hochul decides if Eric Adams should be replaced or if he'll stay in as the New York City mayor. Now, they asked Eric Adams, who is it that he is going to be backing? And of course, he said he's made it clear that his candidate is who it is. I don't know what that means because he didn't say, but obviously because he's a Democrat, people are assuming it's Kamala, but the majority of the people who are attacking Eric Adams are Democratic. So, it's interesting to see how that plays out because, it looks like it's more than just a game of playing chess versus checkers. It goes far beyond that because it's not about a black and white thing. It's not about a political office thing or what side you're on. It's a money thing. And whoever has the most money is the people that's going to rule the election. Right now, they're doing early voting. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in a state that's doing early voting, you don't want to get caught up in the chaos of standing on lines. Be sure to go out because we are close. That's right. Less than 2 weeks. We will be having the votes go in and see who will be on November 5th, who's going to get elected. And, of course, on January, everything comes into play. All right, last but not least, I'm going to ask Big Al. I sent some pictures over. If you could just show some of the pictures that we had from the parade on celebration of everybody that was joining us. So I had sent a few pictures of Saturday, me being on stage emceeing, along with all the dignitaries and everyone else that was in attendance. Shout out to little Haley, the little princess, 6 years old, who turned queen. Shout out to all the princesses that was a part of the royal court and everyone who came out to support us. Anyone that was there saw that I have brought up a special guest on stage. His name is 5 Mics. He's the hottest thing right now on the internet. I saw him driving by with Hip Hop Boulevard. He was in a Porsche. I called him out. 5 Mics got on stage and he did his thing. And he did his hit song. And everyone was feeling it. And then shout out to Miguel and John Q, my family. They went out to see Tyrone Lowe along with Tyler out at BronxNet. Tyler, big kudos to you. The whole BronxNet team says you're doing a great job as the intern. Even Joe, the person that runs the whole facility, stated that, yes, you are an official intern. So you will be getting signatures from both IAXISRADIO and BronxNet when it's time for you to turn in your paper and do your presentation. We got your back, and any footage that is needed, you will receive as well. And of course, you're doing the journalism on both aspects, so pretty soon look forward for Tyler to be doing a segment, within the next 3 weeks. He's going to have his own little segment, so when he does his presentation, they can see him doing journalism as well. Not telling you got to dress like me, getting all professional, but if you are going to be a journalist, you're going to want to think about what type of journalism you want to do. All right. And if anybody likes to join the internship, thank you to our good friends, the politicians, Senator Fernandez, the Diaz, and everyone else who was saying that they're going to be approving some stuff for X-Tremitiez ENT moving forward, because I informed them of the educational opportunities and the job opportunities. We're going to be doing workshops and presentations on not just journalism and television and radio, but also on substance use and mental health. Everyone knows that I do mental health and substance use, so I will be working with Nostradamus next week. Wednesday is the gala for Nostradamus. Of course, I'll be over there coordinating the event. We will be honoring the former Bronx Borough President, Ruben Diaz Jr. He's going to be getting a big-time award along with his dad. Of course, he's running city council right now with Rafael Salamanca. Shout out to Rafael Salamanca, and Vanessa Gibson, who both funded the Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade, and are looking forward to a great challenge, as they both will be putting on the gloves soon for the Bronx Borough office. That's right. Rafael Salamanca will be challenging Vanessa Gibson. Although they're good friends, you could tell that there's a little separation there, but it's okay because it's all in for the people and good fun. So whoever controls the Bronx has a big, big, big step into Congress and dealing with all the dignitaries in Washington. All right. So the next week, the next 10 days, they are saying that Saturday might possibly rain, but it's only a 20% chance. That means that the American Cancer Society Walk, that's right, at Bay Plaza, is this Sunday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Once again, X-Tremitiez ENT own Jose Rivera, I That Guy, will be emceeing along with Fever Records. And we're also going to have a new radio station that's going to be marching, a West Indian Caribbean radio station. It's going to be marching with the people, and they're going to be working with Fever Records on stage to be bringing entertainment. So it's no longer going to be hip-hop, freestyle, salsa. We're also going to be having soca and other sorts of music that's going to join the American Cancer Society Strides Walk. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to be a part of the walk, be sure to go on to Strides Walk and create a team and create, a goal. It could be anything from $100 to $10,000, just as long as you're out there doing it for the right cause, for the people who are suffering from cancer and are, looking for treatments and support. And basically, shout out to everybody that's been supporting X-Tremitiez ENT and for inviting, X-Tremitiez ENT into their home. We have a lot of people right now that are looking to see what's coming next. Shout out to Barrio BX, who we are going to be working with soon, as well as many rehabilitation centers of Yonkers and the Bronx that want to work and connect because of the type of work that, X-Tremitiez ENT is known for doing. Last but not least, I'm just going to ask to see if Al could put on some of those pictures from the Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade just to close out the segment. I want to wish everybody a good week and be prepared for the next guest that's coming on at 6:25. He's representing hip-hop music, and then at 7 o'clock, he's going to bring on some friends speaking about cybersecurity. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have OD in the house. OD was sent by our good friend, the Congressman David. That's right, my brother from another. He's a big person in politics, has a lot of influence, and he's actually thrown some ideas at me that's actually worked. And that's why so many things are going well right now for X-Tremitiez ENT. Look forward for us to be running with the parks departments from the springtime all the way to fall coming up in 2025, because it's going to be something special. All right, my name is Jose Rivera. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to hand it over now to DAVON, Franklin, and Tyler. And hopefully on this short commercial break, you get to see all the pictures of what we'd had this weekend. And I'll see you next week. If I learned something more today than I did yesterday, it wasn't a day wasted a life. Thank you so much and have a blessed week.
Shout out Jose Rivera. We're going to take a look at these pictures right quick.
Let's get this show on the road. Necio, y ando con los psicópatas. Ya tú sabes que lo que I've been paid patiently waiting for a track to explode on. Puedes frontear si tú quieres, but you get rolled on. Whoa, whoa. I'm on some other shh, watch out. Estamos en otra vaina, kind of bugged out. Purecito, esto no es pisado. Como llega si lo tiro, esto no es cortado. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, oh. I'm on some other shh, watch out. Estamos en otra vaina, kind of bugged out. Purecito, esto no es pisado. Como llega si lo tiro, esto no es cortado. Yeah, the still it tonight, like a thief in the night. Calladito yo lo voy a tumbar. I'm coming violent, vengo violento, causing commotion, cambiando este juego. Americaribeño, the game changer, un pequeño twist, just a little bit. I'm on some other shh, watch out. Estamos en otra vaina, kind of bugged out. Purecito, esto no es pisado. Como llega si lo tiro, esto no es cortado. Yeah, this is what's gonna go down from now on. Esto es lo que va. The new flow, otro meneo. Sí, copata. Oye, esos cachimbos como suena. Inundando flores, la vaina como tsunami. You can try, puede intentar, pero most likely imposible, kinda hard, impossible to stop me. It's still in the night, like a thief in the night. Calladito yo lo voy a tumbar. Vengo chistoso, chequea la grasa, flow, a sacar, ok. No chase me que te rebala, if you step into my lane. Se ganaron su cocota, no son de nada, no son para. Yo mira la se queda atrás, a mí me toca, soy el que va. Oh, 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 desahogo. Right. Cocky, watch me, inundando flores, la vaina como tsunami. You can try, puede intentar, pero most likely imposible, kinda hard, impossible to stop me. Yeah, still in the night, like a thief in the night. Calladito yo lo voy a tumbar. ¿Y quiénes son? Oye, qué grasa, aguántate. Sí. Sí. Copata. Psicópata.
Ay, na 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 na. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You say that you wanna believe what I'm saying to you, but you gotta come through. Get on my line, hey baby, you know I'm right. You say that you wanna come out and you wanna be down, but you don't know how. Come on, voila, you know what I'm thinking of. You should just go see about me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feeling right is should try. Come closer, babe, I can change your mind. With the love that I got, I can show you better than I could say. Yeah. With the moves that I got, I can rock your world. It's so easy, baby. You should hold on tight, 'cause I know I gotta break it down. We can rock all night. We can take it slow. We'll go another round. You say that you wanna hold on, but you gotta relax, gotta be laid back. I'm worth it, babe. Take you to another place. You say that you wanna enjoy, but you're waiting to see if this is what you need. You won't forget this love and you won't regret. You should come round back, take a beat. You can have me any day of the week. I just wanna be free with you, baby. Get close and intimate and flow with you, honey. 'Cause I got that kind of love you need. You gotta trust and take my lead. I'm a real one. Don't even know it yet, baby. I'm a real one. And you gotta take hold of it. I'm a real one. Yeah. Well, alright. Y'all ready? Now break it down. Ooh, I'm a real one. Don't you know that I'm real? I'm a real one. So what's up? You can trust that I'm a real one. You know how I feel, yeah. You know this thing is real. Jump on it, baby. Hey, yeah, real, 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 real,
Jamel, Terra vocals by Jamel
Yo.
Jones. Appreciate you. How you doing on the chat?
And you already know, and you know, growing up, it's like I just in love with hip hop.
Okay.
You know, I grew up on Fat Boys, Tribe Called Quest.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop some names on you.
Okay.
Some Boys of the Underground, New Work. So obviously all the top New York cats, right?
Right.
So I was exposed to everything, Heavy D, everything. So growing up listening to High 97, I just knew writing was for me and making hip hop.
Why don't you tell everybody about that vibe, because you brought up the Fat Boy, so that brings you closer around my age, around don't want to age just a little bit, what I'm saying? So, why don't you give, what was it like coming up during that time era, watching the evolution of hip hop, what I'm saying, and where you seen it from its starting points when rap started to get, get.
Well, I mean, I ain't nothing. I'm 45. You know what I'm saying? I was born 79.
Okay.
So I was right there at that cusp where, I was breakdancing. I'm beat bopping for cats who wanted to rap. I was the dude beat bopping for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to beat bop. That's why I brought a Fat Boy. I was trying to beat bop for folks, spinning on my head. I'll never forget, very young, going to Haiti as a young child with my grandmother and bringing them hip hop. I'm beatbox. They look, I got the whole town looking at me. This dude spinning on his head over here. Who is this dude? Yeah. Right? Fresh out the Bronx, young boy, like 6, 7, 8 years old. So, back then it was just all so fresh and so new. And you know what it was back then. African medallions, cross colors, whatever, Go Boss. It was all of that. And you can help as a youngin' to be to absorb it and want to be a part of it.
Now, you mentioned like the beatboxing and b-boying, for those who don't know b-boy and breakdancing. Now, who influenced you in your transition from the beatboxing? Because, you remember once upon a time the b-boying was and the breakdancing was more popular than the rapping. Mm-hmm. So who would you say was like your influences as far as, that transition into the MCing part,
So many, because watching Ralph McDaniels, it was like you got access to everybody, right?
Right.
So, I mean, at least to watch it, Mm-hmm. So, I guess rapping, like Black Moon.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Definitely Lords of Underground. The first album I ever listened to was like, I think Low End Theory or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, this is amazing. Benita, I need to meet Benita Applebaum. I need to meet. I'm still looking for my Benita Applebaum.
Right.
Yeah. So, and just, it's the creativity. Mm-hmm. That's what hip hop filled a void for me, was creativity. I was into basketball and all that.
Right.
And I still, I did both, so. Absolutely.
So when did you take it to the booth? When did you first go into the booth and start hearing yourself?
That's a great question, because for years I think I first started writing little poetry, and then poetry became raps. Mm-hmm. And then I'll never forget, shout out to Lambo, Dominican brother from the Bronx too.
Right.
All right, so this is later on in life. I'm in college. In fact, I graduated college. Uh-huh. I'm chilling in some fly luxury joint up in DC. I'm in some 3,000. I don't want to talk about, but I was in some expensive shit. So my man comes to, he's like, you always freestyling. No, you always freestyle. I'm in my car everywhere I go. I'm freestyling. He brought me just a bunch of beats on a folder, and he just said, rap to this. And so 2012, I finally put out Black Party Music presents ODO.
Okay.
I just threw it out there. And the whole thing around that was, I was like, okay, I know we like the party and it's Black Party, but I also want to put some type of messaging around Black Party interests. That's why I love listening to Rambo talk about what we need to have going on in the community.
Right.
Because we want to keep building that community and build, our culture up, and then go party and celebrate about it.
Right.
And I don't want to do that and go back to the general music, what I'm saying? Because that's almost defeatist in a lot of ways, So, so that was my thing. I was just like, okay, how can I rap? I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a gangster, but I'm gangster in other ways, but, I'm not, so like, how can I contribute to music?
Right.
And give something meaningful and useful? So, I just started pulling on my experiences and love and I was in the streets a little bit for street ball dude. I used to get paid under the table, play ball or whatnot. But
right.
Yeah, just pulling on my experiences and filling a void that I wanted to fill, that I needed. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how it matured. I started making music, not just that was as much therapeutic for myself, with the hopes that other people could relate or at least enjoy the vibes.
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna start off with matter of fact, no, before we do that, Tyler, do you have any questions, my man?
Nah, man, because I was gonna ask him like what stands out so much about hip hop compared to like other genres of music, and when it was, like when it was first coming up, what am I trying to say? Like, what gravitated you towards it? But I feel like you kind of covered that, unless
it's just it's pure artistry, it's pure expression, and when hip hop first came out, especially come out the Bronx, it was all about a message.
Yeah.
I thought we as a people were going to keep growing and this happened. We need that money talk. We need that self-affirmation rap talk. But we the industry and capitalism and the powers that be took it in a different direction.
Right.
So now people who probably need the most exposure don't get the exposure.
Right.
And so I just wanted to try to give my part of it. And that's the beauty of the art, that anyone can get in and give their piece to it, give their experience, give their part of artistry.
Well, let's talk about Beryllium. You know what I'm saying? The record.
Beryllium.
One of the joints that you sent us.
Yeah, my brother A- from the Bronx, he helped me with that joint. He's actually the first MC I ever did in collabo, because this new album, Incumbent Gold, that drops 11/11, is my third studio album. I had Black Jacobins and Incumbent, which I guess talk about later. I recorded that all in South Africa.
Right.
But Incumbent Gold is special to me because it's the first time I let another MC come in and work with me. And, me and Dash just have such great fusion. I think when you hear in Beryllium, Dash should tell you, he could tell you a story. I don't know if he can speak up, but I see him out there. But, he can.
What up? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, son.
Well, welcome A- to the Extremities ENT show on ISS Radio. What's going on with you, my guy?
Nothing. Appreciate the chance to, vocalize a little bit about this project and all that. Okay. Just like O was saying, I think it started with a couple features. We got history. We went to school together back in the day. And so we always had similar interests, And I think just maturing and growing with the times, when we kind of got, not reintroduced, but we kind of introduced ourselves as artists later on in life. Like neither one of us as young whippersnappers was out there, rhyming or nothing like that. It was like a hidden thing, I guess, for both of us. But later on, he seen that I was doing stuff, before him. So he reached out like, yo, I see you, been moving for a long time. Like, yo, I'm trying to get into this or whatever. And I got a couple things brewing. So we connected, we did a feature, and then we just kind of started talking about like how we see hip hop and how we see the, our personal expression. So in that, I think was where we connected the most. So we're just like, yo, we want to talk things that are just not the everyday, what you hear on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to talk, like, I feel like as people developing and as hip hop is aging, it should start encompassing more and more things, right? There's more things brought to the table. Like at first, you needed to voice certain things, oppression, or, it was house party music. So you talked about those things. But at this point, hip hop is like the #1 genre in the world, you know what I'm saying? And it's affecting every part of life, whether it's award shows, whether it's commercials, whether it's movies and soundtracks. Like it's a part of everything now. So like, I think that now it needs to bring those other facets into hip hop, which is what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like real life things, whether it's tech talk or whether it's, parenting or relationships on a higher level, whether it's maturing, whether it's feeding into like, social issues within our community and outside of our community. So we just started building on that. And then I think this project was the culmination of us having those conversations and building, because we just kept in the lab, just kept doing things. And oh, it's just like, yo, I'm throwing that on. Before we knew it, we're like 5-6 songs deep into the project together. So
that's
what peace Tyrone Green, gatekeeper from behind enemy lines on IAXIS Radio Saturdays.
Peace Tyrone. And just on that, I invited Dash for like a session for one song. Mm-hmm. And his vibe was so wonderful, and his, he's an MC for real. Like he ended up, I got 17 tracks on this new album, Incumbent Gold. Mm. He's on like 7 of them. Mm. It was that type of just like, ooh, okay. And I think you'll feel that off of this new joint, Beryllium. And the whole idea behind Beryllium is a element.
Mm.
And what we saying is basically, we know hip hop, and here's the element right here. This is straight up New York hip hop, undisputed. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's why when the video come on, all of that, we got the Statue of Liberty up there, and you know we just representing, man. So
okay, well we're gonna get into, I don't know if we got the video, but we definitely gonna get into this track Beryllium with ODO and A Dash on the Extremities ENT show on IAXIS Radio. Let's go.
Still cry. Burgundy NY. Yankee fitted Henleys and Burgundy NY. Why not always stay fly? Burgundy NY. Wolves will still howl. Burgundy NY. And Doug will still cry. Burgundy NY.
Beryllium.
Yeah, baby. Shout out New York and all the boroughs. Long Island, Queens, Staten Island, Brooklyn, Bronx. Now leave everyone out. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, this that. Summer NYC. Crossovers and broken ankles on basketball courts. You know, Rita Streets and Agonites. Fire hydrants. Shit playing through the water, you know. OD rolling up on the corner. Talking that shit. New York, baby. Come to go.
Yes, sir. Beryllium, ODO, A Dash on Extremities ENT show on IAXIS Radio. Yes.
Yeah.
Yankees, Knicks, holla at me. That's what you need to be playing. Get New York hype.
Yes.
Shout out to my man Bebo. He was the one who produced that beat.
Shout out.
It was a funny situation, like behind the scenes story right here. Like I'm playing some joints that I had just laid out, and I'm like, yo, I just got this joint. It's my man. You need to hear this. So he playing it, and he's like, yo, what you about to do with that? I was like, I haven't decided yet. He's like, please, yo, let me get this. And I'm like, I already knew we was building, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to my man. As long as he's good with it, you got the projects dropping before mine, so screw it, let's do it. I hit them with the alley-oop, like, yo, hold that.
Yo, he leaving some. I didn't even say that much. I just wrote my verse to it, sent it back to him like 15 minutes. Like, oh, I already got a verse for this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had the song idea. You see me rocking the, the burgundy Yankee fitted. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's go, man. And just like on some master out, captain out here, like, we've been through it. You know what I'm saying? And we worked and we earned and we still working, we still grinding.
Right.
But it's just representing like growth and evolution. You know. And Yankees holla at me. You need to have that bumping through Yankee Stadium.
Hey,
that joint,
listen, man. Y'all know I usually don't interfere with your program, man. But I gotta say something. Okay, hip hop has been missing something for a long time, and I come from the inception of this thing, man. And that right there is what we've been missing: the track, the flow, the authenticity. Okay, the lyricism. Okay,
appreciate that.
You know what I mean? Your brothers are doing your things. Kudos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You heard it here first, baby.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, we had a touchdown, in the BX, come back home, announce that, put it out there to the world, and that's the thing, like, it's about the music, but it's really more about the community. And we're gonna get into that, how we try and work with the community, bring some workforce programs and training.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then before we do that, let's get into this video though. The video that we got from you.
The other joint?
Yeah.
That new?
Yeah, that new.
Well, what's like, the young people, we don't want to, because they didn't come up with us, so they're not used to how so we figured, listen, let's give them, the young folks a little bit of that drill vibe with a little MCing on top, talking our shit, and excuse my language.
Yeah.
And, and see how y'all like it. So we came up with this joint called Back to the Spam Folder. I'm an IT guy, so and we made a joint like the here it go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like it's a fusion of new and old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get golden era vibes and you get that new age drill, that New York drill vibe. So it's a good show up.
All right, so we're gonna get to it right now. We got the video right here for Spam Folder right here on Extremities ENT show.
Going up, baby. Go. Top floor. Back to the spam folder.
Throw them back there,
All my DMs is spam folders. What's up, family? What's up? Bring any Henny? Got any Henny? Got smoke edibles and ecstasy. Nigga, how you wanna flex? How you wanna flex? Talk some street. Talk my corporate. As long as you know, it's all news. On the streets, a man might be a pimp. Corporate, I put a man in a pimp. New tea, here wanna sip? Nah, I'm not sharing with simps. Nah, I don't trick.
I'm regal now, that's my kind of air. The words I breathe are royalty. As real as it get when I spit fire. My only cap of my royalties. Got books now, LLC's out the hood now. Got the fam in a good time, but don't test me cause it'll go down.
Going on vacation by myself. Why bring sand to the beach? Pay my cell phone bill, but I still can't be reached. Found some local freaks, multiple pairs of cheeks. Getting right now, then leave me in peace. Can't leave with a dot in my sheets. Then give it off back to my peace.
I got a slight problem, I'll do well. With stupid people, I ring bells. If you knew me in the past and I cut the ties, you gotta lose myself. Foreign flights, fresh nights, OG kicks, drip light. Adjust me right when I'm moving through. I'm snatching you through your windpipe.
And we like cash money and doubles, bottles of mad covers, ladies and Range Rovers who visit us and then go back to the spam folder. Back to the spam folder. Go back to the spam folder. Back to the spam folder. Go back to the spam folder. Daddy's got to leave after I release. My sex game like my music game, it's a new release. Talk nice, ma. That makes my folder. Don't play no games, or it's back to spam folder. I'm wiser, older, don't need closure. Take off your clothes, assume doggy posture.
Got shots to OnlyFans, the new talent is to have none. Just make sure you record it, cause your content is like number one. I'm just saying, these new tricks really all about playing. Acting out the roles of what they saying, but there's no real truth to what they faking.
I'm the team captain, Odie Osiris. Holding the team flag like Bron in Paris. Polo jackets, Yeezy glasses. Tinted windows when my whip passes. Watch my rain, buy you galoshes. You a third real Chris Bosches. More jewels than carrots, horses and carrots. I'm a savage.
First team first, cause we all in like wrestling when it go down. I ollie over with alley music, my allies always gonna hold me down. My skaters getting their grind on, rail on them when I'm outside. Jump in like feet first, I use my music to power slide.
We like cash money and duffel, miles from mad covers, ladies and Range Rovers who visit us and then go back to the spam folder. Back to the spam folder. Go back to the spam folder. Back to the spam folder. Go back to the spam folder.
Yeah, for sure. Spam folder, ODO and A-Dash on Extremities ENT show on IAXIS Radio. It's pretty good, definitely good.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So let's talk a little bit about Top Floor. You know what I'm saying? We got a little. Yeah.
So I just got back from South Africa. Fell in love with the genre music that is Amapiano. And just so y'all know, because it's like Afrobeat and house mixed together.
Okay.
Kind of, right? And the princess of Amapiano right now is someone you know very well. It's Tyler, from the Water Song. And it just so happens her mastering engineer, I met her management when I was in South Africa. So her mixing and mastering engineer is my mixing and managing engineer. He does all my stuff. So shout out to Max. What up? It's the boy. So, I fell in love with the genre. I said, listen, man, we ain't shoot the video. We going to South Africa to shoot the video.
Right.
In fact, it's two songs. It's Top Floor and Red Pill. Mm-hmm. We're going to go to South Africa, shoot those videos probably in December because that's their summertime.
Uh-huh.
You feel me? And, man, it's just vibes. It's just new energy. You know how like drill kind of came on the scene from UK. There's no doubt in my mind. I think that my piano is gonna come. And I said it's only right the Bronx introduced it first. You know what I mean? You already know we got a year. So that's the hope. Just try to throw some fly vibes on it. Everyone loves it. I think the only limit to this song is, how many people hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's one of those joints. So
introduce the song first.
Oh, okay. Well, I go by the name of ODO from Bronx, New York. I got my main man, A-Dash. This is our song together called Top Floor off the highly anticipated Incumbent Gold dropping November 11th, 2020.
Bang, 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 bang.
You heard? Top Floor.
On the Extremities ENT show on IAXIS Radio.
Top floor, we going up. Top floor, we healing up. Top floor, we blowing up. Top floor, we going up. Top floor, we going up. Top floor, we healing up. Top floor, we blowing up. Top floor. I can feel the highs and the lows, the cons and the pros. Money come rapid, it's just the money come slow. How much money can I blow? How much will I save on the low? How many get robbed for the money they show? Should've hit it, buried it, left it, drew a map to get back to it. Rolled it up in southern glass bottle, flipped it off the cruise minister. Forgot about it, hidden treasure for a rainy day, I'm sure. When lonely pussy's not to kill. Never go broke again, I'm the Führer. Odie, Mussolini, eating shoot McGuiney with the mommy with the fatty, but tinny mini. Might mum my nipples, might wrap rappers up like mummies, leaving them crying, calling for their mummy. And if you ever find a picture of me bummy, it was probably photoshopped by the paparazzi. Trust me. We did my mind, prayed up. New bag.
backs, paper up. Fall back to come back stronger. The pain and struggle made us stronger. Fall back, come stronger. The pain and struggle made us stronger. Fall back, come stronger. Yeah. The pain and struggle made us stronger.
Penthouse attribute, straight up trajectory, giving people inspiration through my telepathy. Slacker, unmotivated is what I'll never be. The only way I ever see less is through my memory. But I never look back or live in the past. Funny thing about bad times, they never last. If you have a good mental, it's not suspenseful. You know exactly what you're getting, it's not a rental. So keep my mind right and stack this bread. The Michael Kors bag, got the passport in the dead presidents, cause my reign is still evident. Never leave a thing behind, that's just evidence. So I never leave a trace of my rise. For these copycats that flex their 9 lives. I'm in the villa and I'm sipping my tide. Toasting with my lady and she crossing fine lines.
Top 4, we going up. 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 Reading my Bible, straight up. New bags, paper up. Fall back is the comeback stronger. The pain and struggle made us stronger. Fall back, come stronger. The pain and struggle made us stronger. Fall back, come stronger. The pain and struggle made us stronger. Stronger, stronger, stronger. Stronger, 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 stronger. Top floor, we going up. Top floor, we healing up. Top floor, we blowing up. Top floor, we going up. Top floor, we going up. Top floor, we healing up. Top floor, we blowing up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Top floor on Extremities ENT show on IAXIS Radio. ODO A-Dash in the building. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello. How you doing, Rose? Appreciate the check-in. You know what I'm saying? Son, you know, I know it's something bobbing her head. You know what I'm saying? They're enjoying. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we're about to get into this next segment right here because you know you do a little more than just hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You
absolutely.
Yeah, you into some side, some technical stuff.
I'm a whole nerd. I'm a whole big time nerd out here, and you know it. You know, my love has always been music and sports, but someone gave me some advice early, like get you a foundation, to fall back on.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing wrong with going after your dreams, doing what you want to do. But like, if you know you want to start a business, it don't hurt to go get a business administration degree if you can afford to, which is what I got.
Right.
And then it was friends who brought me in and said, you know, hey, take this class in what we call ethical hacking, not hacking the hack motherfuckers, steal from motherfuckers. right. But ethical hacking, basically trying to protect people from being hacked.
Right.
So you gotta know how to hack to be an ethical hacker. So, anyways, you know, just building. He brought me into his class. I did great with that, and I ended up going after my master's in cybersecurity. I went and got it. So then time moves on. I'm doing like contracts in DC, and then I met up with this brother, Dr. Khalid Charles, who was a part of our original Tech Talk show cast, which was an opportunity I took advantage of with Radio 1 in DC back in, it seems like it was forever now, but it was like 2005, 2000. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Almost 20 years ago.
It's like 13 years ago. We was just looking at the old footage on the B Tech Talk Show YouTube. And I was like, damn, this footage is old as hell. I think it's time for us to come back with the Tech Talk Show podcast. So KC is here. He's on the show. Isaiah is another person who'll be on our show. He can't join us today. But I definitely like to, introduce Dr. Khalid Charles. From New York, renowned cybersecurity expert, my mentor, colleague, and friend.
Yes, sir. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Definitely, enjoyed the introduction of how Odie views me. I see each other as colleagues. I bounce certain things off him. He bounced certain things off me. As he stated, we first met during the Tech Talk show, and it's just been a relationship that has grown into a lot of different facets over the years. So happy to be here.
Okay. So what's the importance? What's the thing about tech and cybersecurity that everybody that should know about?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's a lot of different things. The first thing that I could say is in the United States alone, we have about 700,000 open positions in cybersecurity.
Okay.
Globally, it's 3.4 million. So what does that mean? It means that at any time, our national security could be at risk. Our personal information could be at risk. And we need to make sure that we could close this particular gap. Again, everything that we're doing is online, and there's things that are continuously moving online. And without the right kind of security people to handle these things, it's going to be very problematic. We're actually dealing with something that is called breach fatigue. 5 years ago, when you heard news that 1,000 records was stolen or 500 records was stolen, it was big news, and it made the news, and people were worried about it. Now you're hearing information about 1.4 billion records being stolen, 900 million records being stolen, and people aren't even blinking an eye anymore. So this is something that has happened so often that, we are in breach fatigue where, we're not really interacting or reacting to it anymore.
So what is cybersecurity, and what are the different forms of cybersecurity?
Yeah, so cybersecurity basically deals with protecting the confidentiality, the integrity, and the availability of information. So when we talk about the confidentiality of information, when you're buying something on Amazon and you're putting your personal information in there and you're putting your credit card information in there, that's protecting the confidentiality of that information. Most people don't understand how the internet works, but basically the internet is a collection of networks. Some of them belong to reputable organizations, and some of them belong to organizations that are not as reputable. So as your information is going from one network to the other network to the other network to get to Amazon, you want to make sure that that information is being protected, because not everyone is following the same security practices. Some people may have certain things where that information can be collected, and that's where the identity theft and situation kind of come into play. You want to make sure that you have availability, that if you're trying to access your Gmail, if you're trying to access your medical records or your credit card information, that you have that availability right when you need it. And with integrity, you want to make sure that the information hasn't changed. If you have $20,000 in your bank account and you log in 20 minutes later and it says you have $5,000, there is something wrong with the integrity of the information. So cybersecurity deals with the integrity availability, and confidentiality of computers, so computer security, data security, people, personnel security, and just basically all other types of security that's actually available.
Yeah, I was just gonna piggyback that for a second. Take off my glasses. Stop being cool guy. Let me be professional. Oh, right, get quick. But I often give the analogy of like a house.
Okay.
Right. Every company, every application we got, all these fun apps we got, most of them are running in what we call the cloud.
Okay.
Right. And the cloud is nothing but a data center that's run by one major group. And right now, the three leading cloud environment leaders are AWS, Google,
Azure.
and Azure, Microsoft Azure. So
and Google.
These apps we playing on right now and all the AI, it's all running up in the cloud because you can process faster in the cloud. So when we talk about all these apps and you're giving, think about it, you're giving your information all the time.
Right.
Companies pay millions of dollars to professionals and tools to help us protect it. And I talk about it a lot like a house, big old mansion, right? You might have a garden in the front. You might have a big gate. You might have lights up and down your driveway. You got locks on the doors. You got that ring joint on the front. You go into the house and your data that you're sharing with a lot of your applications are going into all the little cabinets.
Right.
And, certain stuff goes into different rooms. You got locks on all those rooms. So it gets very intricate when we talk about cybersecurity and the level of due diligence needed to protect your data that's going into these apps that you don't really think nothing. Like, oh, you jump into this app and boo, 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 boo. There's a lot going on the back end, for all of that to happen securely. And so, one of the major initiatives that I've tied to this album, because I was like, all right, I'm going to put out some music, cool, people catch a vibe, but it's not, I ain't want to stop there. I want to make sure that we aligned it with a community initiative.
Right.
And this has always kind of been my mantra, right? Like, okay, I'm in the cybersecurity field. I've paid for all of my album creation, and I do everything indie. I'm an indie artist. I pay out of my pocket.
Right.
I'm able to do so through my education in cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Let me share that with people who are interested. And like you said, I mean, there's some 700,000 jobs available in the U.S., 3-point-something in around the world. I've been able to I haven't worked in an office since 2017.
Okay.
So I've been mobile, for a minute now, since way before COVID.
So do y'all move place to place, educating others, trying to get them on, or
Well, we've been consultants in this, so we work from numerous, I've worked for numerous organizations, from the New York Times to AWS to I've had Nike and Twitter reach out, Verizon. I mean, I've worked for a lot of organizations. My resume is kind of like that. I tell people humbly, and I say this humbly around KC, I'm the LeBron James of cybersecurity. Let me not jump out the window. But if I'm LeBron, he's Mike. He's the Michael of it. He's the I just say that to say we've helped a lot of people, and we've seen that people want to earn a great income, because cybersecurity is very lucrative. If you know your stuff, and we're in a position to teach and train folks.
Okay.
And so I said to myself, hey, we're going to roll out this album. Let's roll out something meaningful. Let's do some training for people who are interested. So we made that the Tech Talk Initiative, aligned with bringing back the Tech Talk Show on YouTube. That's the page, the Tech Talk Show, just the way it sounds. TECH Talk Show. And let's align with let's create a Tech Talk Initiative and put out some free training for folks. Let's pilot that and see how, folks in the Bronx feel about it. Let's offer it to people in South Africa, where I visited, organizations and individuals. And, I'm Haitian, so I gotta give back to Haiti, and I think we're going to also open up the session for some folks in DC.
Okay.
And, obviously we want, we want to see that grow and manage that, because and not even just cybersecurity. I mean, the long vision, you got to have a vision for like short term and long term. I think the long term vision is overall workforce development and training,
right?
Or training and development, however. in the different IT spaces. It just so happens we specialize in cybersecurity.
Okay.
So that's the space that we're trying to offer these services.
What's the name of your organization?
So right now it's securityorb.com.
Okay.
If you just want to learn about, security and updates and, you know what I mean, nerd out on that. Soon in 2025, you can go to YouTube and go to the Tech Talk Show. Maybe we need to align with y'all, man, get on Access Radio, do something. We might have to bring it right back to the Bronx, which is very possible. And just run with that.
Yeah, because because when you're talking, I was thinking like there's the other schools that they have out here that actually do that, like the Scholars and I forgot the name of the joint that they had out in Queens. So I was trying to put a visual on it or whatever.
Yeah, there's people out there doing things and whatnot, but I think it's important in anything that you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure first you love what you like what you're doing.
Right.
Like I happen to like that field, but just like I like music. So I commit my time to making music, to working in the cybersecurity field. And so, when you work towards something you enjoy doing, it's easy to give it to the community. And that's all, man. And so we want to partner up with others. I'm sure there's other organizations doing workforce type of training. But we just want to be a leader in this space for disenfranchised minorities.
We need a lot more of that because like you said, there's a lot of tech jobs.
There's a lot of just really smart people who want to get on and don't know where the resources are. And so that's something we want to try to provide.
In terms of cybersecurity, if you could give one piece of advice to anybody to stay safe in regards to cybersecurity, what would you give? I know that's a big question, but what's the one thing that you would tell everybody?
I'm gonna go. I want to hear KC's answer, but I'm gonna give mine first. I think the simplest thing you can do is just not share your passwords. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. To people. Try not to reuse them too much because I know you can kind of because some websites are crazy. They'll be like, give us a 16-digit password. It's like, sheesh, with special characters. Yeah. It's like, and that becomes overwhelming over a while. Even in the corporate world, they don't make us do a bunch of different passwords. It's like it's one, and then they have a capability called single sign-on, which I ain't gonna give anyone an idea, but we probably need single sign-on for all apps and whatnot. But I just gave someone $1 billion idea, by the way.
I work for Target, so my sign-in system to see my hours and all that. I think after 2 months they make me change my password.
Right.
So that
which is a best practice. It's something that we would put forth as a policy. We was like, look, because the idea is that we can what's called brute force. We can brute force attack that. Right. And we can figure this algorithms. Now with the AI capability, it's really just guessing, but it's guessing on a quantum level. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's going to try 1 trillion versions of what we think it is to break into your password. So in this day and age, it's very important. It's funny when we started the Tech Talk Show originally, and you can see it on our Tech Talk Show. It's 13 years. It was before podcasting and using the technology that everyone is normalized now was a thing. We were telling people, hey, this is a thing. You want to leverage technology and social media to advance whatever business or ideas you have. Now we're here. Okay, we're here. Everyone's a little more, I would say, easily 30% more technically savvy. But now, which IT always does, the curve changes. Now it's AI. Before it was social media. Now it's like, oh, okay, we gotta figure out AI now. So I can let KC talk to that, but there's a lot of new AI coming on board. You had a lot of rappers that were being copied through AI. I think I just saw an app by a known rapper invested into an AI beat maker. And that can be concerning. Yeah. Why? Because AI can take away a lot of those jobs.
Creativity.
Yeah, take away creativity. I mean, AI can rap. AI can create the beat for you.
Yeah.
I think it's called sound. sound grave, sound something. And it was like, yeah, tell it the type, drill, the genre, tell it the mood you want, and it'll spit out a beat for you.
ChatGPT. That's the other.
Yeah, ChatGPT. I mean, I love that tool though. It'll save you a lot of time writing.
I don't like it because I'm a writer. I'm a big English guy, so
yeah.
We get told not to do it, and rightfully so, because if you get told to write a story and you put it into ChatGPT, it's not going to sound like you wrote it,
No, yeah, definitely. It's definitely, maybe I can let Casey talk a little more about AI and how it works.
Yeah, Casey?
Yeah, so, I definitely understand, as a creative person, how you feel about, ChatGPT, and as an educator, we were kind of the last group to embrace ChatGPT because, again, it takes that creativity away, and as for learning, it's like sometimes we don't know if the student really knows the material or not because ChatGPT is kind of giving it to them. But, one of the things with ChatGPT is that it's really not plagiarism, because when we talk about plagiarism is copying somebody else's work. With ChatGPT, it's not another person's work. So the lines become very gray and blurred when it comes to, are you copying information? But there's definitely an unauthentic aspect to it that, we need to figure out how do we incorporate it into our society, because it's here and it's not going anywhere. And every day, new tools are coming out. People are figuring out new uses for this AI type of stuff. And, one of the things that we always tell people is to be careful because AI needs information for it to work. And the more information it has, the more accurate it is. So if you're putting in your documents, your beats, your things into the AI engine, it's giving you the results that you want, but now your information is part of that ecosystem. And if somebody requests something, your information is going to be used as part of that to create that for that particular individual.
And just to, I can tell people, like, for this album in particular, Incumbent Gold, dropping 11/11, shameless plug, won't stop. A lot of the artwork for that was for that album. You can see it's out there, all the DSPs, ODO, OD, EE space O. All the artwork I did with AI. I just told it what I wanted, and it gave me all these different, cover arts. And I picked out and said, okay, I want that to be my cover art. Now, that could be intimidating to the average graphic designer. But if you're smart, you'll leverage that. It'll save you time. Now if you're drawing everything from scratch, no, you know what I'm saying? But right now, the AI can create graphics. It can animate it for you. You can make videos with the AI. You can just animate, whatever you think of.
Right.
So from that perspective, technology is doing what it's always done. It's saving us time. Who thought you hit a button and cars would show up in front of your house? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's literally the era we're in, right? So I think now is the perfect time to bring back the Tech Talk Show 2.0 podcast and help the community learn how to embrace the AI, get ahead of the AI, leverage the AI to push these community agendas, push people to the voting booths, push people to help start businesses. I had a homie the other day start a 501c3, and he asked ChatGPT to write up the articles for the business. You just tell it, yo, write me up write me a business plan for boom, 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 and it'll give you that kind of template. It's not. I think one of the biggest misconceptions of technology is that technology is there to help you be lazy. No, technology is supposed to help you be more proficient, exactly, and produce better,
right?
And produce with more quality,
right?
That's the key. It's not just producing something. It's you need something tangible that's quality. And I think if you leverage the technology and the AI in the right way, your business can become smarter. What you produce is just better quality, and you can leverage it that way. Now, surely in the music industry, there's a lot of issues around copyright and things of that nature, right? Like even though it sounds good, I don't really want to hear a Kendrick AI joint. You know what I mean? Because then I feel like you just cheating. You know what I mean? But, I think he used it for something, So, just being smart. And that's what I think one of the goals. So it's two initiatives. It's one to help the community learn how to use AI through the Tech Talk Show podcast, drop into 2025 on the Tech Talk Show, YouTube. And then it's, how to use it for business. We'll go over those things and leverage it. And I forgot what my second thought was around AI, but ultimately it's here to stay. And, hopefully we can help guide people through this technological change in this era, this new era we're evolving into.
KC, any closing thoughts or anything that you think people should know pertaining to AI and the tech industry and tech field that we haven't covered or that you would like to cover?
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is, as Odio stated, is that AI is here and it's not going anywhere. But one of the things that we need to do is to make sure that it's fair, it's unbiased, and it's being used ethically. We've seen a lot of situations where the creator of AI does not take diversity into consideration. And certain groups and communities are, getting unfair results, so to speak. So, one of the things is that as AI is becoming more prominent in our lives, when you looking for a job and you go to a job board site, AI is doing most of that particular work. When you have evaluations and health situations, AI is doing a lot of that work. So we want to make sure that AI is working in a fair way for us. And, that's one of the things that is becoming very important now in the cybersecurity field, is to make sure, that we have trustworthy AI so everyone benefits from it and not just one group of individuals.
I have a question for the both of y'all that just came to mind. How accurate do you think AI actually is? Like as far as when you ask questionnaires for AI and you receive the answers back, output. How accurate would you say that it is in your opinion? But either one of you, or both of you.
I let Casey take this first because I personally think it depends on what you're asking it.
Yeah. As Odie stated, it's definitely dependent on what you're asking it. As I stated, the more information the AI engine has, the more accurate it can be. And the sad thing about it, if it can't answer the information like humans or certain people, it will make it up. And we call that hallucination in the AI world. Like it'll just make up, an answer. And a lot of students that wrote papers got dinged on that because the AI would just make certain things up. And as an educator, you would say, that's not right. Where did you get that information from? And they weren't able to reference it. But if you want to talk overall, and every day it's becoming more accurate because, we're generating about 20 exabytes, not megabytes, not gigabytes, not terabytes.
How much is exabytes for somebody?
20 exabytes of data per week. And the more data that's coming into these AI systems, the more accurate it is. So if you had asked me 6 months ago how accurate AI was, I would have given you a value. But 6 months later, that value is exponentially more accurate. And 6 months down the road, it's going to be even more accurate. So it's evolving, but it is becoming more accurate as time passes along.
Yeah, I have a question for you, gentlemen. So I recently saw a movie called Tim, right? And it's a combination of AI and robotics with the robot being more lifelike to human beings, right? And this AI robot seemed to start having its own mindset and start thinking on its own.
Yep.
I know it's a movie, but how far-fetched is that?
Yeah, I'd like to take that. So in AI, you have what is known as weak AI, strong AI, and super AI. Right now, we are in the phase of weak AI, believe it or not. Basically, if we have an AI engine or a robot, it's programmed to do a particular task. And if I asked it to, hey, change the channel for me, it may not be able to do it because it doesn't have what is known as self-awareness. A lot of people in the AI world is saying sometime around 2045 is where we might come to the strong AI and super AI. So things like what we saw in the Terminator and the recent movie that you saw,
Robot.
and iRobot, we will be in that particular phase. But just like in iRobot, there's certain programs and certain rules that we will put into these machines so they don't hurt humans and things of that nature. That is part of the ethical programming. But just like with anything, any program could be hacked. So yes, we may put these guardrails into these particular robot, but if someone wants to bypass it or someone can figure out how to bypass it, then, we're dealing with, robots that could, be used in criminal organizations and state-sponsored countries
Say it out loud.
do certain things that is unspeakable right now.
And to piggyback that again, they've already shown that the AI can self-learn. I think when you talk about the super AI,
right?
And in Asia, they're ahead of the curve with the whole robotics. Like they're on some iRobot right now. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like they got AI that will clean your whole house for you. And wipe down your house. No, yeah, definitely. That we are at the iRobot piece. It just ain't nobody wrote AI to go, for soldier robots.
It's about to be crazy.
It could get crazy. I don't want to get into conspiracy because it's not. I don't want crazy.
Right.
I'm not a fanatic about anything, but it's here. So it comes down to ethics. It comes down to responsibility. I think you're going to see a lot of congressional legislation around AI coming down the path, and I think I'll just land at the Tech Talk Show 2.0 in January 2025 is going to help us stay ahead of the game with this and help us learn how to employ AI to benefit us. That's what we really want to be at, to benefit us both in business and education.
Nah, plug that show again once again.
Oh man, the Tech Talk Show 2025. We debuting it on YouTube. We might end up doing it here on Access Radio. You never know. We're gonna try to work it out. But certainly it'll be myself, KC right here. If you like what you're hearing, we got the other homie Zay from the Bronx as well. Funny kind of comedian, but he's also an IT guy. Gets into AI ethics and compliance. Okay. And Chaz 2Z's. So. We got the whole crew. We're just going to bring it back and go 2.0 on y'all. And so check for that YouTube, The Tech Talk Show. And I remember my other point that I forgot earlier. I was talking about the podcast, but we got the Tech Talk Initiative, right? So if you're interested in, maybe getting into a course, you have a little background in IT, or you just fancy you smart in IT or something, you can email us, blackpartymusic@gmail.com. And, we'll reach back and let you know if we can fit you into the class. And we're going to work with, Jose Rambro and the podcast to get some folks into the course. So for free.
Yes,
I might add. Need
that. Al, anything else?
Oh, no, that was all. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Tyler?
Nah, man. This was really interesting. And I don't think cybersecurity should be something that's taken lightly, You could blink and all your stuff is gone because you weren't careful. That's some scary shit,
Yes, sir. Any closing remarks, fellas? KC?
Nah, I'm good. I'm definitely good. I'll let Odie take it in.
You already know. Yours truly, ODO, ODEE space O, on all platforms right now. So we got Beryllium, we got Back to the Spin. I got like 7 singles out since August. So go check for those on wherever you listen to your music at. And Incumbent Gold, New York hip hop fused with Amapiano, South Africa Amapiano, dropping November 11th. And no question, we'll come back to the show for that as well. So, yo, shout out to the Senator, shout out to Rambro, Jose, shout out you brothers for having us on, man. And we gonna keep this linked up and tight, you know.
Appreciate you for coming by. Thank you, KC, for coming by. Shout out to A-Dash. Appreciate you coming by. We're gonna get into this. I guess this video that we got right here. You know what I'm saying? Have this come up for you right quick. And you know, we'll just close the segment out right quick on next.
Nah, you should give them the other joint. Give them Fly Ass Niggas, NEGUS. If you want to look that up real quick and bring it down, it's on YouTube. Play that joint. We got a cue. I don't know if it's too.
Yeah, find that on YouTube. Find that on YouTube. Fly Ass Niggas. Yes,
man, that niggas NEGUS Kings. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Extremities ENT show on IAXIS Radio. We'll be right back.
Got my people at the table like we elements. Supreme connection, there's fusion between these veterans. I'm a captain, check the stitching on my letterman. And if you act with hate, vacate, cause I won't let them in. I'm like a gatekeeper, watch it cause I spray ether. Good and bad get established through the same speaker. My penicillin while still instilling my moral code. I'm slitting ceilings with inner healings like antidotes. What's so appealing by shitty dealings with all these trolls is watch these villains with crooked dealings and undertow. I'm so New York that my print looks like graffiti. My queen is so thorough but praised like Nefertiti. The formula I got is that of the best chemist. Renowned in my actions, me and O have been vetted. No spiritual author, see I wrote it, then I said it. I invested so much in the game, the people are indebted.
Yankee fitted Henleys and Burgundy NY. Why not always stay fly? Burgundy NY. Wolves would still howl. Burgundy NY. And doves would still cry. Burgundy NY. Yankee fitted Henleys and Burgundy NY. Why not always stay fly? Burgundy NY. Wolves would still howl. Burgundy NY. And doves would still cry. Burgundy NY.
Today's agenda. Discredit all rap pretenders. Get these candy rappers, candy canes. They all cappers, Greek freaks, making no bucks. Oxymoron, high of oxycodone. Are often linked with the deans of cannabis distribution. Hope you open a reorgan. I'm on the table, but invested in the whole forest. ODO is now chairman of the board. I'm acquiring new resources. We can align like plans to become the new bosses. What you think? How to sound? Probably a good look right now. Like the chick with me now. She Italian from the waist up, Nigerian from the waist down. I used to walk and bounce basketballs after dark. Now I pull up, Beryllium Jeep truck, ready to spark on atomic levels. For the gravity of realizing Newton laws of fallacy. Falsehood is despite truth. Acute senses, magnetic field is obtuse. Like sound out of the amps, I'm feeling my shine, I'm gaslit.
Yankee fitted Henleys and Burgundy NY. Why not always stay fly?
Burgundy NY.
Wolves would still howl.
Burgundy NY.
And doves would still cry.
Burgundy NY.
Yankee fitted Henleys and Burgundy
NY.
Why not always stay fly?
Burgundy NY.
Wolves would still howl.
Burgundy NY.
And doves would still cry.
Burgundy NY. Beryllium.
Yeah, baby. Shout out New York and all the boroughs. Long Island, Queens, Staten Island, Brooklyn, Bronx. Y'all leaving me one out? Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, this that. Summer NYC. Crossovers and broken ankles on basketball courts. You know, Rita drinks and Italian ice. Fire hydrant. Kids playing through the water, you know. OGs rolling up on the corner. Talking that shit. New York, baby. Come to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was the Beryllium video. ODO and A-Dash. We got ODO back here with us once more. We're going to get into Tyler Owner's movie segment right here. He's going to talk about some films with us right here. What's going on, Tyler?
What's going on, man? Doing good. We're going to talk about the box office real quick from this past weekend. Had a major horror release. We're going to start from the number 8, work our way up to number 1. So in the number 8th in the domestic box office for this weekend, we had Transformers 1 with a 47.1 drop, brought in $1.9 million, bringing its total to $56.6 million. That movie is currently on digital, so if you guys missed it in theaters, y'all can buy it at home, watch it with the kids. I've been saying it for 3 weeks now. It was a bad. I wish Jose was here. He said he watched it. I want to know what he thought about it.
Yeah, I actually tried to go see it, and
it was good, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that. I'm gonna go buy that thing tonight, man.
It was really good. Number 7 spot is Piece by Piece, brought in $2.49 million, had a 46% drop, bringing the total to $7.5 million. It's a little low for a Lego movie, but it's what you get when you don't market your movies. The number 6 spot, Joker Folie à Deux with a 69.3% drop, only bringing in $2.1 million.
You really hate that film.
Don't get me started.
Yo,
Bringing the total.
I'm there right there with you. I wanted to go see. I was like, yo, it had moments, but the way it ended just dragged out. Like, I don't know.
Bringing its total to $56 million. And it's going to be on digital in 2 weeks. That's pathetic.
Right.
The number 5 spot, we got We Live in Time, the film starring Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield. It brought in $4.1 million. It didn't really have a really wide release. I wasn't really interested in this one, but I heard it wasn't really all that good. You know, the number 4 spot, we got Beetlejuice with a 31.7% drop, raking in $5 million, bringing its total to $283.9 million, which actually dethroned Dune Part 2 this weekend. So it has become the highest grossing Warner Brothers film for this year, which is it's kind of crazy that this movie is on digital. It's been on digital for a couple weeks now, but it's still making money, you know. So cool. Like I said, kudos to Beetlejuice. It was good. It was a good time.
How was that Doom though? Did you see Doom?
Oh yeah,
go see that.
Doom.
Crazy,
amazing. If you like the first one, absolutely watch the second one. That's one of my. It was my favorite of the year for a while until I saw Inside Out 2. That is my favorite movie. It's my favorite.
I'm gonna make that date, Joe. That's gonna be a Netflix and Doom.
Netflix and Doom. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we got Terrifier 3 with a 50% drop, bringing in $9.3 million, bringing the total to $36.2 million. I'm glad that it's still making its money, man. You know, like I said, Terrifier, it's a very low under, you know, what am I trying to say? It's very like low budget horror, and to see it making $36 million, that's impressive. You know, I saw it with a fully packed crowd, and we absolutely loved it. You know, so yeah, horror fans, if you guys want to see something in the spooky season, you know, that's not a bad choice. You know, just don't eat before you watch it. You know, because, Terrifier is fucked up.
It's gruesome like that.
Oh,
it's like
you got no. I could sit here and describe it for 30 minutes. It won't do it justice.
Okay. You said don't eat before you go see it. Though.
Oh yeah,
that thing
like,
it's bad. They won't know because he's seen the second one. It's rough. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we got The Wild Robot with a 27.9% drop, bringing in $10 million, bringing its total to $100.7 million. This film is also on digital. I have not had a chance to see it yet, but I've heard nothing but amazing things about this movie. So I hope when I see it, I can relate. Coming in at the number 1 spot, debuting this weekend, we had Smile 2 with a opening of $23 million on a budget of, I believe, $20 million. Don't quote me on that. I went to go see this Friday morning I was feeling a little under the weather Thursday night, so I went Friday morning instead. Very good sequel. Very very good follow up. I didn't love it as good as the first one, but it kind of suffered from that. It's just the same thing again, but then it takes some turns and it gets wild. It's creative. It's spooky. It has some creepy things in there, but if you didn't really like the first one, I don't think you're gonna really like this one.
Right.
But
is that like a cartoon?
No, it's a horror movie.
Is it a horror joint?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's about a disease that when it latches on to you, you see people smiling at you, and there's only a certain way you can get rid of it. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, nothing too crazy coming out this weekend. Most people were seeing Smile. We got Venom: The Last Dance coming out tomorrow. The reviews came out for that, debuted to a low 38% on Rotten Tomatoes. It might be lower than that, I don't know. Which I'm not surprised by. The Venom movies are very lowbrow superhero movies.
Right.
They're very stupid and silly. I'm going with a group of friends tomorrow. I'm hoping to have a good time. I'm not really expecting much, but and I'm taking my little brother this weekend. As long as he enjoys it, that's really all I care about. It's not about me.
You have any personal recommendations other than that like your top 3 are the ones that you just named? That
I mean,
just based upon the reviews.
I would say check out Smile. First, if you have not seen the first Smile, watch the first Smile, because I think that is a genuinely great horror movie. And if you like the first one, go see the second one, because I think if you like the first one a lot, you're gonna like this one. And I've seen a lot of people say they hated the first one and they like this one. So even if you don't like the first one and you want to see a different version of it, give it a shot. Why not?
All right. Well, tell everybody where they can find you at. You know what I'm saying? In your upcoming, your upcoming.
You guys
podcast.
can find me on Instagram, Mind of a Nerd, purple and green icon. You can also find me on the YouTube at 8:45 at nerdtalk.official, where we'll be doing a live watch along for Candyman, the 1992 classic horror film. Very excited about that. If you guys want to hang out, watch Candyman with us, let us know. It's gonna be a fun old time at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna take a quick a quick music video, right quick. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna come back and close out the show. Thank you very much, Tyler. That was a wonderful segment. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for staying in with us, ODO. You already know.
No doubt. I'm locked in with you.
You already know. On the Extremities ENT show on IAXS Radio. Let's go.
We gotta make it last. love we gotta go through. We gotta keep things strong. I know it's been rough. It's been hard. But the love we gotta make it, baby. We gotta make it strong. I can't get enough of you. Said I can't get enough of you. I can't get it. We gotta go through the things we gotta go through to make it last forever. And oh, baby girl, we're gonna make it last. We're gonna make it last. We're gonna keep it strong. We're gonna make it last. We're gonna make it long. Girl, I'm not just saying words. We're gonna be together. We gotta make it through the stormy weather. Oh, 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 oh. Say, oh, 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 oh. And I know it's true. We're gonna make it last. We're gonna make it long. We're gonna make it last. We're gonna keep it strong. Girl, I'm not just saying words. We gotta make it last forever. I can't get we gotta make it last forever. I can't get we gotta make it through the stormy weather. You gotta make it. We gotta make it last forever. Oh, I can't get it. Girl, I'm not just saying words. We're gonna be together. We gotta make it through the stormy weather. I can't get it. Oh, 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 oh. Say, oh, 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 oh. We gotta make it last forever.
Close out this wonderful show. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to A-KC, ODO, you know what I'm saying, for coming through and blessing us. Shout out to Jose Rivera, opening up the segment, you know what I'm saying, and bringing it live, and, you know, definitely, you know, doing the damn thing out there in the Bronx, Puerto Rico Day Parade, man. You know, I'm proud of my man, you know what I'm saying? So definitely check my man out, you know what I'm saying, when he's out and about doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? Any closing remarks, gentlemen?
No, man. Want to give a shout out to my bro AJ, one of my co-hosts on Wednesday nights. He just had a baby with his lovely wife Stacy. So now I'm officially an uncle. Got me a nephew. Very happy about that. I couldn't be happy for them. If any two people deserve it more than nobody deserves it more than them. So congratulations, and I'm wishing Miles the best of health.
Yes. That's awesome, man. And no, just you know what it is, man. Incumbent Gold, the album, New York hip hop mixed with South African Amapiano on November 11th. You can follow everything that's going on Instagram at Black Party Music, just the way it sounds. No spaces. Black Party Music on Instagram and all, social media. And Tech Talk Show here on Axis Radio. We coming to Axis Radio, man. I'm announcing that right now, too, man. We're going to do that for 2025, man.
Yes, sir.
We'll make that happen.
Yes, sir.
And shout out to Rambro. Shout out to Selim. Like I said, these two brothers, man. Yo, let me be the first to give y'all flowers, man. Like, y'all doing your thing, man. And thank you for being here to bring us on board and give the information so we can get the information we try to get out to the community. So keep grinding, keep going, man.
Appreciate
and that goes
you,
out to
man.
everybody out there. Keep going, baby.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
everybody that was on the chat, everybody that supports IAXIS Radio, Extremities ENT, Al Williams, everybody, all the shows at IAXIS Radio. Live, love life, take care of each other. Peace.
Why